Tonight you talked about democracy dollars, and it seemed from the reaction that a lot of people didn't understand it, when in fact I actually think it's one of the best plans out there for public financing. Can you explain that a little bit more thoroughly?
Thank you for the opportunity. So right now our government has been overrun by corporate lobbyists and moneyed interests, and if you are a lawmaker, you have very tough choices because you have the voters on one side, and then you have these companies that are just giving you money for your reelection and everything, and you spend all your time dialing for dollars, and a lot of that ends up touching the lobbyists and the corporates. So how do we free our legislators up from this bondage? What we do is we give every American voter 100 democracy dollars that are use it or lose it. So if you don't use it in 2019, you get 100 new dollars in 2020. And with these democracy dollars, every voter could then give $100 to that legislator, and so the legislator's incentives then completely change. Because if I'm a congressperson, I have 10,000 people who give me 100 democracy dollars, that's $1 million. And then when the lobbyist comes and says, I've got 50,000 for you, you can say, I don't care about your 50,000. And so this way you unify the popular will and the money in a way that then restores our government to us, the voters and the American people. And what I said on the stage was that this would wash out the lobbyist cash by a ratio of 8 to 1. So if you are a sensible legislator, you're going to start doing what the people want, because that's where the money will be. But you're right, Cenk. I wish I had more time to go into the plan on stage. I'm glad you're giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, and I want to ask about how it doesn't present constitutional problems, right? Because you're not taking anybody's right to give money. You're actually giving them more money.
Yeah, you're giving us the ability to reflect our own point of view as citizens. It could be as simple as everyone gets one of those coupon codes, and then when you want to support that candidate, you say, here's my coupon code, and they just redeem it with the government. They get 100 democracy dollars. So this would transform our politics virtually overnight. And for the sane politicians, which unfortunately might not be all of them, but for the sane politicians, they can do away with the entire dialing for dollars disaster that we all know is going on.